Hey, Crushing It 2021, day 14 here. Okay, so let's talk about bad advice. Do you think you've ever gotten any bad advice, and have you taken any bad advice? Well, I certainly have done a lot of both. Well, for example, one was I stayed in a marriage that wasn't serving me for a really, really long time. And when I finally went to get a divorce, my dad told me two things. One, you're not being abused. Who told you that? That's bad advice because I was definitely being abused. It just didn't look like what most people think abuse looks like. Second, don't get married. Like, what are you going to do if you get divorced? I had this from both sides of my family, honestly. How are you going to take care of yourself? I don't know. I mean, I'm 40 something years old. I might be able to take care of myself. Fortunately, I'd done enough work to know that that was all bad advice. And I went ahead and got divorced anyway. Oh, and then there was the one, don't marry him because he's not the right person for you and he's not this and not that. I'm married to him and he's perfect for me. And that was definitely bad advice. So that's some recent bad advice that I can think of. I was also told I should get a job. I've never been like somebody who really likes to work traditional kind of jobs. So that's bad advice for me, not for everybody, but for me. And most recently, actually, I was given that advice to get a job. Before I decided to buckle down and work my business consistently again, I was given the advice that I probably should get a job. I almost took that advice too. Thank goodness I didn't, because I doubled my income in 1 year by getting consistent. I would have never been able to make that kind of money by getting a job. So bad advice, right? So I want you to go through, this is your assignment, go through and look at your life and see where you've been given bad advice. What was bad about it? And here's the hardest part about bad advice. I can tell you that every one of those people that gave me that advice were people who love me. And that's the hardest part. They're not doing it to be mean or to mess up your life. They genuinely care and they just don't know anything better. It's their own experience, their own framework that they're looking at your life through, and they're giving you advice based on that. So it's okay. It's not really their fault. It's just the way that they see the world. But you don't have to take on other people's vision of the world or beliefs. So where have you been given bad advice? Did you take it? Yes or no? Did it work out good for you? Obviously not. It's bad advice. Okay. So where have you seen bad advice and not taken it and went ahead and forged your own path anyway? Because what this is going to do is just empower you to see the cost of bad advice when you've taken it and the benefit when you haven't. So this is all about connecting to some bad advice in your life. Okay. Can't wait to hear some of the bad advice you've experienced. Bye now.